welcome back. Our sponsors at Towne Automotive Group don't just offer services to introduce you to new cars, they can also provide you collision repair services for your current car. And here with more details on how they can give your car new life is Stephen Priola. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So tell us about Towne Collision and how they've been servicing the Western New York community for over 50 years.
Yeah, so you're absolutely right. So 50 years we've been in the business, collision as well, servicing all makes and models. So we can repair all makes and models as well as deal with any insurance company that the Western New York community uses. Most body shops can say that in our area. A couple things that really set us apart in the community is really the time we can touch your vehicle throughout the week. So we're open 6 days a week, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. we're working on cars. So 6 days a week, 13 hours a day, which allows us to really get our customers' vehicles back to them pretty quickly.
Nice. And you even offer free loaner vehicles, right? That's
yes,
big.
it's huge. We're one of the few area collision shops that offer them still. We have a fleet of loaners for people who don't have rental coverage. So I always tell customers for a couple extra bucks, get that rental coverage. But also, we also provide it for the customer who gets into that $20,000, $30,000 hit, that's going to be in the shop over a month. Mm-hmm. And in New York State, they're only covering a rental for 30 days. So we make sure we take care of that customer, getting them into a loaner car when we know that rental's going to be coming up, to make sure they can come in, get a loaner free of charge, for our customers.
That's right. And talk more about how you ensure both fast and reliable service to get your customers back on the road quickly.
Yeah, so we have, I'm very blessed to have a shop full of 8 technicians that's been with Towne 10, 20, some 30 years. So we really know the business in and out. Towne is committed for educating our technicians, educating our estimators, as well as any tools needed with the technology in these vehicles. It's unreal. So we really want to stay ahead of the industry, making sure we're able to provide those services for Western New York. Yeah,
talk more about the sort of vehicle technology trends that you've been able to notice.
Yeah, I feel like they change weekly. It's wild. We really focus on the ADAS technology. So ADAS stands for Advanced Driver Assistance Systems. So that's your front sensors, your rear sensors, front and rear cameras. Some of these vehicles have cameras on the side, your side impact sensors, and your blind spot sensors.
Mm-hmm.
All those have to communicate together properly to be able to work properly for you and make the vehicle safer. So we do what's called a pre and post scan on all of those systems. So before we start a vehicle, we scan all those systems, and then also at the end, we're scanning those systems to make sure they're working properly for you. Even if you get into a small accident in the parking lot, there's no light on the dash, you think your vehicle's working fine. There could be something that needs to be reprogrammed, recalibrated, reset. Mm-hmm. So we really want to make sure we have the technology available to fix those issues for our customers.
What tips do you have for people on what they should do immediately after they get into an accident?
So first and foremost, we want to make sure our customers and anybody else are, you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one priority, is make sure you're okay. Once you've established that, you really want to exchange information. So license plates, VIN number, insurance cards, all that is important to exchange. We all carry around cell phones, so there's no such thing as too many pictures in the insurance world. Take as many pictures as you can, but also really call local authorities. I can't tell you how many times people don't call the police. Oh, it was fine, it was just a little tap. That really extends the repair process because the insurance company now has to determine who is at fault. So that police report will really let the insurance company know which way to go. Mm-hmm. And kind of cancels any gray area out, any he said, she said, and we can really get your vehicle started with the repair process a lot quicker. And then knowing your insurance, knowing that deductible, knowing if you have rental coverage. And then lastly, just know in New York State, it's 100% up to the customer on where they want to take it. Whether, it's 100% up to you. Insurance companies can't steer you to this shop or that shop. It's 100% up to, the owner of the vehicle.
Okay. Are you actually looking to grow your team in collision repair?
We're always looking. In collision repair and dealership-wide, we are always looking for new talent, just even someone to get the foot in the door. I started as a detailer 20 years ago, which sounds crazy to say out loud. But I've worked my way up, and I can't tell you the amount of opportunities in the dealership world, in the collision world. If you just have a sense of drive, sense of urgency, taking initiative, those are the things we can't teach, but we can teach everything else. We can teach you how to repair a car, how to write an estimate, how to deal with insurance companies. But if you bring that mindset to Towne, that the possibilities are really endless.
I love it. Alrighty, well, thank you so much for coming in
Thanks for having me.
sharing more about what you do. Viewers, if you'd like to learn more about the collision repair services through our sponsors at Towne Automotive Group, or would like to work with them, just visit their website at towneauto.com/collision center. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.